Hello? Can you guys hear me? Hey, sorry guys. It's Peter's fault. He tripped over the cable. I'm lying through my teeth. So we have some Peterage going on right now. He's kind of hating me for the live stream title, but that's okay. He'll forgive me. Wave to the camera. Say hi.
Hi.
We are HPAing some stuff. Believe it or not, this isn't paint. This is actually the color of the XBZ. I've never seen it before, but it looks like they have some shadows on the camera. No, it looks like they mixed in some black ABS pellets in with the natural color. So that's kind of weird. But it should work all the same. We ran to Lowe's real quick, got a cap, fitted this on there. It didn't take too long. Drilled and tapped. We've been here for about an hour and a half. So all good in the hood. We're going to clamp this up to dry, and we're going to try to fit this in. We got some HPA to figure out. So I did say hi to everyone. Jay Forge, Neo, Trico, everyone. Jason, how's it going? I'm opening up a vice, which is the sound you hear. Still opening. But I screwed up. No, Peter didn't trip over the cable. I screwed up. How do you miss this whole thing? How'd I miss this whole thing? How'd I miss this whole thing? Black XBZ tank and not painted. How'd I miss this whole thing? What are you talking about? Do you know what they're talking about?
Because the tank's black.
Oh. Watch your elbow. In there. Okay, so he is going to be. Oh! Before we go on that, check it out. It's big. For those of you who don't know, this is a giant worker dart, or it's going to be at the very least. Look how awesome it is. Look how cool it is. So, everybody throw in a hashtag PETERBUTTER in the comments. He loves that nickname.
Scruffy Nerf Hoarder.
So he's gonna take over for a sec. Forever. Oh, don't use that one.
Okay.
No.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, if we're cutting this down and coming
I think you
into
want it
the-
at an angle though, because I wish mine was at an angle.
What? Oh, like
Not even using that, just straight out.
Oh, here.
Yeah, I think you're gonna want it at an angle.
Well, we could probably run the hose along here and then drop it.
Well, I would prefer if that one was all metal, so we need to get a fitting right there, so that we can build up stuff around it, so that when you're grabbing it, you're actually holding metal instead of trying to rip that connector out. Peter, when am I ever gonna get good? That don't sound like Hawkeye. Hey, RC, what's going on? This is Peter Butter. Everybody, say hi to Peter. Tell us about your blaster, Peter Butter. It's not gonna get old. Watching the replay stream last night, it was killing me. I couldn't. Yeah.
So if anybody wants to know about this blaster right here, it's kind of been a little bit of a secret. Been working on it on and off for about a month and a half. You want to go grab the other side of the shell so you can kind of see it?
I need to grab the other piece.
Yeah, I got the other piece too. So, if anybody's curious as to the other side, what this looks like, basically sits on top right there. And then this will cover over, very similar. We'll have the LSK barrel on the front. And then
That build name.
it'll have a pump grip associated with it. It's all going to be an air blaster, so
It's all cut out on the inside to accept the arms right there. Pretty cool.
that build name, I'm not curious as to what that's about.
He likes the build name.
Doesn't have a build name on it.
You called it.
I didn't call it
Didn't
what it was. No.
Didn't you say? Oh, it's
No, I
strike,
think
whatever. Didn't you? What are you referencing then? Now I don't know.
because Meowstick, that build name.
Yeah, no. I'm wondering what he's referencing now.
Me too.
Prepared flip shit.
So you're making the chopped elite long strike. It's actually already been somewhat designed from and concepted from SB&C,
But he never made it.
but he never made it. So I loved the idea and the design from Rob. So I thought, hey, why not? And it's a lot more compact. It's easier to shoulder. That's right, Gavin. It is the Ranger, if you will, from SB&C.
A valve? Do you have a valve or no?
I don't think so. Yeah, Gavin, I saw the idea and the plan for it the other day on Google. Oh, not the other day, probably about 4 months ago. And I finally decided to pull the trigger. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're working with. So, throw that off to the side. The long strike is comfy, however the draw range on it is not super great, so that's why the reduction is a lot easier to work with.
When we fit the tank in here, it's actually right on the edge and it's about to break. You're welcome.
Okay, so QEV.
Pretty much.
Okay. And then this, where are we going with this?
Assuming it's gonna have to, whoops, be pointing up, but unless you have enough
From
room,
oh wait, from here?
then you can use straight connector.
So if we do it from there with this.
Yeah, that'll be straight.
Okay, so if we did it right there, yes,
I'm
then
thinking,
we might actually be able to do a 45.
hold on.
Hi, Danny. Welcome to the show.
Oh, it's too much of an angle.
Well, we need it to be further back because that's where the spring is. Well, I guess this will act as the spring, won't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we could cut that down, route that through
45
there.
that 45 is too sharp. What we could do
We
here
need like a 33.
is just use another one here and just bend it at a slight angle and then make the rest of it solid.
Okay. I mean, whatever you think, man. Well, that's a little too far out, ain't it? I don't know. You know more than I do.
Right about there. So the edge of this right here is, whoops, right up.
Right in
against
the
here.
lip, yeah. Okay. That's what I figured we were doing.
Keeps everything aligned nice. Those of you just joining the stream, we have a guest appearance here. His name is Peter. I gave him the nickname Peter Butter like an hour ago, and he hates it. But that's okay, because we like torturing Peter Butter.
Alright, so...
So we're trying to figure out to fit components in an HPA build. We just assembled a tank. Got the tank curing. It's in a vise.
Is it in the vise?
Yeah, it's right below you, right there.
Oh, okay. Well, then we need that though, so that we can do the sides.
Well, we can figure out this first.
Oh, the path.
Because there's that long straight pipe. Where do you that would probably be ideal, right? And then just have a straight pipe going through it about here.
I'm gonna have to solidify all of that. Ugh, I was hoping not to do that, but I mean, it is what it is.
Glue everything down and then carve it out.
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
I'll sit in there like that. I'm supposed to know what heating is. I don't know. Stuff from like yesterday.
Okay.
Alright. It might just be because I'm not behind the controls, or maybe I'm not paying attention enough, but you guys aren't making a whole lot of sense. That's okay. We still love you.
No, actually, we were on the same side today, Danny, so no tag outs to each other.
We did get some footage of Peter, and then he filmed me a little bit after he went kaput, so hopefully we have a game to put up. The second game didn't go great, so... what was that? Did you move the microphone?
Negative?
I might have hit the camera with my head.
Maybe. Is it off?
It's off a little bit.
Aha.
And what's the metal XBZ in Alpha Snooper? The metal XBZ isn't going in the Alpha Snooper. I don't have a whole lot of plans for it yet. We are working on Peter's blaster right now. HPA.
Alright. So where do you want to go first? Do we want to chop out the lower portion here? Or do we want to glue it in first and then...
What I would probably do is just figure out where we need the components.
So...
like, finalize everything.
I'd say probably...
Figure out what parts we need to order.
Yeah.
And then not even start carving it out.
Okay.
I think we can. So I think we can carve out for the XBZ tank once that cures enough.
Yeah. We could actually... Oh wait, you need a little bit of space though for this so that we can unplug and disconnect, right?
Yeah. And straight down isn't the best idea.
Is it not?
No, I don't like it. I wish mine was at 45.
Okay. So we'll do it about right there ish.
Yeah.
Well, that's still not super great, but I mean...
I feel like, because you know that long bar I was showing you earlier? The long tube?
Yeah.
I feel like that could just go straight up to here, put another push to connect right there, and then arc.
Connect right... Oh, yeah. Right here to the...
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so we could have that about there. Line that out about right there. Okay, and then we can, like you said, use the straight push to fit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's almost perfect.
Yeah. It's so close. It's so close to being like right on there, but it's just not quite.
I'm not gonna break the thread. I'm just trying to.
No.
Is my hat covering over the camera?
And then another one straight up.
From here.
From up there.
Oh yeah, straight up.
I think that
well,
I think that
hang
one
on.
piece is the only thing we need. We just gotta measure how long.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I mean, that's... If we push it... Well, I mean, we kind of can, and then just add, like, a little loop there. Because if we do that... Yeah, that's not going to sit well. That's still just a hair too much at an angle.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Gotta be perfect for the...
No, I agree.
Ones.
No, I agree. Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Tell that to K14s or Superior Spring. Tell that to people who actually use their blasters instead of shelving them. See, if you leave them alone for a long enough time, they just kind of mingle among themselves.
Okay, so we got that. We're gonna do another straight. We're gonna do a straight on top. Let me hang on. Do a straight on top. So. Just turn my hat around so that people can see. Well, every time I bent down, my hat was covering over the camera, so.
I need to get that other wrench so we can tighten those down.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right, though. I think the two straights are probably going to be the best. Are we attaching these permanently now?
Yeah. Need the thread tape.
They're not already pre-threaded? Pre-taped?
That's it sucks.
No, I'm just asking. Right?
the white stuff on there is useless.
What is this gray stuff? Is it the same?
Yeah. It's a little thicker.
Oh.
That's backwards.
Ooh, tra-la-la.
You touch my ta-la-la.
That's where I went. I'm all nervous because people are watching me now.
Nah. Just ignore them. They're fine.
How many reps do you do? One or two? I don't know.
I don't know either. That's fine. You can do more. You can do less. Doesn't matter.
Do you have a knife? Do you have a knife?
No, just roll it back. You can use your fingers off the... Yeah. Teflon.
I know.
It's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Teflonians. It was created by the Teflonians, believe it or not.
I heard that...
Teflopotania. Teflonian.
Wasn't that the planet that Superman escaped from? So that they...
Use that one to hold this. Use that one to hold the body.
It's my stuff.
My stuff. Do you want me to feel? Proper grip on this, wouldn't it?
Hmm?
It'd be helpful if I had a proper grip on it. Oh, yeah, that's way tighter.
I think I made the thread lock too thick. Wow, I just don't want to cross
I've made it
that.
so thick it's not even funny.
Huh?
I've made it so thick it's not even funny.
I'm laughing.
On the inside.
You think it's good?
Yeah. When you start hearing the thread tape pop, that's...
Oh, I didn't hear
When
it. I didn't hear it.
I'm kidding. Don't wait for that sound.
For those of you at home playing the home game, that's not gonna do well.
It was on the edge.
And it broke.
Do it over the thing.
I don't do things over camera. They're all talking to themselves anyways.
Yeah, they are. It's also backwards.
They're backwards. Come on. It's because I'm wearing gloves.
You fool. Why are you wearing gloves?
Because I thought we were going to do some drumming.
You don't need gloves for drumming.
I don't like the sand on my hands. It's coarse and it gets into everything.
No, I'm not acknowledging it. So, does anybody have anything they're working on? Any progress made on any blasters they're making?
It's because I'm on the live stream. That's why it's throwing me off. I could never do this. I don't know how you do this all the time. Couldn't watch people. I couldn't have people watching.
The hardest thing to remember was trying to lean forward to do everything.
In the camera?
Yeah, that was the hardest part.
Oh, I bet.
Because you wanna lean back and do everything right next to you.
Well, because that's the natural stance.
Yeah. Doing LEDs in the blue, white, metallic stripe. I assume those are blue LEDs.
I think that's good. Or maybe a little more. Go ahead.
It's hard to tell unless I'm feeling it. I'm sure it's fine.
Do you think I...
What?
Do you think I...
No, I think I did.
Oh.
It's fine. I think it's fine.
We'll find out.
I think it was just my imagination, but I swear.
Okay. Okay. So we got that. Got that. Hook up that. Alright, what else do we need? We got the hose that'll come to there.
Hold the parts.
Hmm?
Hold the parts.
I think that's right on the edge. I think we're good right there. What do you think?
You.
Yeah.
So like 3 inches.
Yeah. Well, are you talking about hose to?
The connector. Because I think it's gonna stick out just a little bit further.
I'd
right
prefer it not to try to stick out too
That's
much.
about as close in as you're gonna get.
All right.
But so I think about 3 inches, a 3-inch one. We could make 2.5 work. Blue LEDs. Hey Ben, I got it. You got what? What did you get? Is it time? You can take that out of the vise. So we did this today. We got that popping. Can't put any stress on it, but it's cured enough for us to be able to handle it.
Okay.
Trying to know how Ben streams are so late at night in the UK. It's already Sunday over here. I am so sorry, man. 'Tis unfortunate.
If it makes you feel any better, it's 7 here.
I don't understand. How could we have different times if the world's flat?
I got this from a friend.
The XBZ tank.
Yeah, the XBZ tank. I have no idea where he got it from, but this is what he sent to me because he didn't need it anymore, and well, I needed it. So Here we are.
Believe it or not, it's actually okay. It's not paint. For some reason, it looks like they had leftover black, and they mixed it in with their batch for some reason. I guess it doesn't matter that much. It's a little weird, but I've never seen one like that before. Got the money for the stock. Okay. Still have to find it.
What's next?
Now we need to fit the XBZ tank into place. We need
This,
to figure out how
this,
far back.
this is dremeling time. How did you want to situate it? Did you want to do it like this?
Not really.
Not that far forward?
Seems like it's a lot of work, and I don't feel like doing work.
What, to go that far forward?
No, to Dremel it out.
I mean, you don't have to Dremel it. I will.
Yeah, I know. Shrugging in your face. Such a good friend.
You are somewhat that.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm like this.
Go ahead.
So, yeah, right
Well,
about...
I mean, aren't we going to cut this back here?
I feel like we have so much room where we might as well just keep
Most of it?
as much of it as we can.
Okay, so if we go all the way back, though, to there, let's give it that much room right there.
Yeah. This is also going to be a reverse breach. So in case you don't know what that means, normally that's where the sled is right now, would be the open position. That's going to be the closed position. So it should be reverse breach. It'll be a little weird at first, but he'll get it done. We don't really have enough room to move it back. It'll also get rid of the dead space, so he should be getting a little bit better performance than Snooper.
Bye, J Forge.
See you, man.
Thanks for stopping by.
Have a good night, man.
Yeah. So it looks like what we can do, that actually won't be that bad. We could actually chop here and just use this area right here to push it, hook here.
Yeah, we might be able to do a straight one.
I actually think we can. We could do
Getting
it.
rid of that really helps.
I know. But I mean, like, here, do you have another straight?
Yeah.
Give me another straight.
I have one more. Cutting it close.
I know. We did this last time. Just no live stream.
Don't put stress on the XBZ tank. Hold it by this.
Yeah. I'm just barely threading it though. Just to see.
That's doable.
That's totally doable.
That's doable.
Oh man.
No expensive for... Oh, that's a lie. We still need to get that bar.
Huh?
One expensive for you.
One expensive,
expensive
yeah,
part,
yeah, one expensive part. That do you have? No.
God, no. Hell no.
Hell no. How much is that gonna
Jimmy, a
cost?
bunch of these together, crooked like.
Yeah. How much is that gonna cost me? About $3.50.
$3.50.
All right. Well, do we want to wait on that then? To try to.
Yeah, we'll wait on that, but we know where to place it now.
So, okay,
get
so-
it lined up where you need to, and then mark with Sharpie like the front of it or something, or wherever.
Snap. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
And remember, you can always cut more this way, so that you can always trim it back to pull the tank back.
Yeah. See, look.
Yeah.
Give me a. Do you have a small piece of brass I can use? Can I use this?
Mhm.
Okay.
That'll be plenty.
Oh yeah.
You only need like 1/8 of an inch to seal the breach.
No. I figured that's what it was. I'm lining things up so that I know. Sharpie. Scarpy.
Kirby?
Scarpy. I'm not used to these push Scarpies.
Make sure you're using that tag right if you want me to see it.
Okay. And then. Okay. If we cut out pretty much here.
Also, forgive Peter Butter's face. He's not used to being on camera. Everybody say hashtag support PETERBUTTER 2018.
I think that's gonna work right there. And then
that line will just go up and
oh man,
it's perfect.
it's gonna take like an inch and a half of tubing.
We might.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You
We'll
wanna
see.
thread it?
Either way, that's gonna fit there. And you might as well test it. But either way, that we can make that work very easily.
Yeah.
Support PETERBUTTER 2018. There it is. What a beautiful thing.
You know, I know I told you I was gonna get you back. It's gonna happen, and you ain't gonna like it. I said it yesterday.
That'll set up a little bit further. We can.
Oh, I
We
know.
can make that flush. So
No. Dang! Look at that. It's gonna
that might be right on the money.
It probably won't be actually, because if you think it's gonna sit about right there, ish. Right.
When
That's-
you add that,
Oh.
that's gonna be right on.
Wow, that's gonna be close. Do you think it's gonna be too close for
I
comfort
think
though?
that's perfect.
You think so?
Yep.
Hang on. That's
even
it's
if-
actually gonna sit about there.
And even if it isn't though, we can just put that on there.
That's
and
gonna be
do
so
it down.
close. I mean, do you think there's gonna be enough room to bend the tubing? To fit
I mean,
that?
you can put these connectors right up against each other and still have
flexibility
a
with the
little bit of
tubing.
flexibility. Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm just saying, will the tube be able to flex enough to be able to make that connection?
Yeah. Even if we just use that directly on there, we can.
Well, do you think it
can
would be
make it
better? Do you think it'd be better to use that, or do you think it'd be better to do the angle then do that?
Do that one first with the Dremel, and then we can see once we get it actually pushed in there further if we can fit that.
Okay, so Dremel out this,
Dremel out
all
for this.
that. Yeah.
Because that's small.
I mean, I've got to Dremel it out,
Yeah.
all that, anyways, for that. So, okay, here, put that there.
There's also the question of whether you want to hot glue this stock in place, just in case this is what's aligning. Because if you cut that off, and that's what's aligning this top part,
Yeah.
it might be better to hold this in place, hot glue it, and then, or you just
Oh,
want
I
to
see.
figure that out.
Well,
later.
here, like, so, okay, if we go there, hold, and we come in from the other side.
This is problem solving at its best, people.
So it's getting enough pressure on both sides right there. I mean, I think that that's going to help solidify it up here with that piece right in there.
There's a little bit of wiggle.
Well, yeah, but because it's not screwed down. It's if you screw it down tight enough, it won't
Well,
wiggle.
I'm looking at specifically in here because
Right. No, I get that.
I'm assuming the pressure is coming from there.
Probably well there and then there, but yeah, most likely mostly there for that port.
It's up to you. You can deal with it later if you want. It's not the end of the world. It'll just be a little more time.
Right.
on it, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you think hot gluing it would probably be best to hold it there?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Because we're gonna have to cut all this
Yeah,
out
it's
anyway.
gonna be a
Or
pain
well,
in
we're
the
gonna have to
neck.
cut most of this out so that we can fit that. I mean, I'll probably have to brace that clip support right there.
Yeah, that'll be a pain in the neck too. Just forget it.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks.
Thought
All right.
about it.
Okay. Thought about it. Over it. Spring. I don't know where the spring came from. Keep finding springs with this build.
That's what you get for using a Springer.
It's not a Springer anymore.
It's an HPA or.
It's all that hot air. Okay. Do we want to set this off to the side though? Keep trying or what? How do you want to? What's the next step? I guess Dremel. Dremel time.
Put some tape over the holes, and then we'll use that as a marker.
Go ahead. Shit. Oh.
Spend $60 more.
What?
Spend $60 more.
Really?
No, didn't.
Hmm?
I'm assuming that's what the text was.
Oh no. Wasn't a text. Take it easy, Gavin. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. Where's the hole? There it is. Okay. Down that way. So yeah, we are gonna have to. Well, if we can do this right, we may not have to chop it as much as we think. In fact, actually, if we just chop out this back portion, it may be able to just sit in there.
Start drilling.
Hey, do I need to mute the mic? Nope.
No, that's fine. Foam. Oh my gosh.
Foam, not firing.
It's FB, not BF.
It's FBS, not BFS. Do I need to move the mic?
No, that's fine.
Good morning. Technically, you don't need those. I should feel bad for you. I do not. He did. And it's glorious to hear him in pain. Glorious. Oh yeah, that's on the live stream. That's forever now. Tremor warning. Dang you, Screwport. Are we still streaming?
What? Yeah.
Cool. So I wonder if I should take a poll with the people now, since I have them on the radio.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I'm Scruffy Nerf Hoarder, and I'm curious about possibly going ahead and getting a YouTube channel, but I'm not sure anybody would listen or pay attention to me because, you know, I'm pretty much a nobody in the community. So, just didn't know if anybody would be interested. I could do mods similar to Ale Hawkeye here, or I can just keep coming back over to his place and doing mods and possibly making guest appearances. So let us know in the comments below, and we'll get back to you in a regular, timely, fashionable manner. And as always, stay scruffy, people. Thank you guys. That's a lot of good information and support. Xavier also started his way earlier, and that's whenever Walcom gave him his first interview, and that's where he started off. I don't think I'm anywhere near to the level of that kind of craziness. I'm not very good with the camera. I can barely do this conversation without stuttering.
You'll get better at it.
It gets better with time. Yeah, we're gonna have to take that port. Good morning. Ooh, it's almost coming together. Actually, it's not. It's not even close. But I like to pretend it is.
As for a channel name, let us know if you like Scruffy Nerf Hoarder or PETERBUTTER.
In the comments below. Do not tag me on my channel if I ever get one. Fabulous. So it looks like we're gonna have to cut into this lower portion, similar to doing an expanded plunger tube, which I was really hoping not to do, but you know, it is what it is. Got to fit that air tank in there. So good times. Yeah. Woo. Wow, I can't believe that took off better than Scruffy Nerf Hoarder.
It's catchy.
It is catchy, but it doesn't mean I have to like it.
I just noticed I put a Y on it.
It's kind of funnier that it says peanut buttery. Oh, Dremel warning, sorry. My last name is not Reese, and nor is any part of my name Reese, so I will not be going with Peter Reese.
But his last name is Butter.
Butter!
Peter Fingers.
That sounds dirty. On so many levels. This is a family show! Every time I get a little closer, I just get 2 miles pushed away. Hope you guys really enjoy the top side of my hat there. I just really don't want people seeing my face.
You have a loadout video.
Still don't like it. Shoulda wore a mask. Tune in next week to Dragon Ball Z. If you hear the sound of a dying giraffe in the background, that would be Hawkeye attempting to croak out some sort of Star Wars themed song. Barely. Mostly because I like the series. Hence the name. For all of you guys at home playing the home game, I also have a dog named Chewy. Oi. I need an X-Acto knife if you got one.
Should be one right next to you.
Left side or right side?
Right.
Daha. Muchas gracias.
That could be your description.
Okay.
Creamy but satisfying.
That is disturbingly gross.
Peter butter. Creamy but satisfying.
One time in my class hummed the Star Wars theme, but then it turned into the X-Files theme. I hate my age. It's not entirely bad that it went from Star Wars to X-Files. It could have been worse. No, Neo, I was not hungry at the time. My dog just happened to look very much like Chewbacca because she was actually a stray. And she almost got hit by a bus, interesting story. And our friends brought her to hockey that night. And we took her in and took care of her. And she's kind of been our dog ever since. So
we interrupt this stream
to bring you some big plastic.
What's funny, I didn't plan this. It's being held together by a worker dart head.
That's
I did not plan that.
That's a whole lot of worker dart inception.
Look how big it is.
Now I feel like the X-Files theme music needs to cue. Agreed. Rescues definitely will love you more. All dogs will love you. All animals really will love you as long as you take care of them. What's that? Oh. We could barely fit the XBZ. I don't think that'll fit at all. Might as well just make a whole new blaster for that thing. Oh, that's not nice, Neo. Everybody cares about Ben's worker waffle dart thing.
Worker waffle, what?
That's what Neo said. He said worker waffle dart. Which I don't necessarily know what that is, but you know.
Not accurate.
Tomato, potato. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to cut that again. Remember, kids, measure 50 times, cut once. That's what Brian Boyatano would do. Good morning. If you cut twice and it doesn't work, you can always bond it back together. Thank you, Epoxy Sculpt. And methyl acrylate. You know what the worst part about all this is, Ben?
Huh.
I gotta do the other side.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think it'll be too bad. Oh, it's so close. Just to have it make sure it sits properly, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this part on the top. It's literally going to sit almost exactly like an expanded plunger tube. So for all of you at home, if you've ever done an expanded plunger tube, you pretty much got to Dremel out all of this section inside the retaliator area. Which, by the way, is not fun when you do not have the proper tools. So fun fact, get proper tools. Beautiful. Perfect. Thermal warning. Was no bueno, is now muy bueno. While everybody, you know, gives Ben a lot of hell for sanding for hours, Ben actually does things quite well because he sands for hours. His paints schemes are perfect, and that's not just perfect photos or anything. Seeing those things in person it's amazing to see. I can't even really describe it. Thing of beauty. Huh. Interesting. Don't know how I feel about that.
Can't wait to get a metal one.
Yeah. Peter's Great Tough. Absence. Peter's great tough tricker. Tough guy Peter. No, they honestly look better in person. You're right, RZ. This blaster's definitely like better in person, but everybody gives him a lot of hell because he sands for hours, but it's worth it. It's all about that prep time, folks. The more time you put into the blaster, the more it'll come back and pay you back in dividends. Just want y'all to know that. It's hard to tell if that's sitting flat or if that is nice and neat. I kind of screwed up a little there, but that's okay. We're just going to consider that a little happy little tree. Nobody's going to know that thing's even there. Happy little bush. And that's going to be our little secret. Still got quite a bit more to go. Yippee tie yay. Good morning. And everybody loves Bob Ross. Deadpool likes Bob Ross. If you don't like Deadpool and you don't like Bob Ross, you can just get out. Now. All right. Neo, I really hope you're joking right now. Fun fact, if any of you are wondering, take a chance and go look on Google for a picture of Bob Ross before he got on his television show. That is a photo to take a gander at, because you will not recognize him. And if you do, I'd be very surprised. He looks very much like James Dean. Now, let's not have any murder in here. It's alright, he may not know who Bob Ross is. Bob Ross is a famous television painter who is known for his scenery, basically paintings. But he's always in a very chipper mood about it. I see RZ decided to go ahead and do some of that homework and check out the older photo of Bob Ross. Drum warning. Somebody got it right about his voice being silky smooth. I like to refer to it as a voice able to make a Wolverine purr. Very much on the rivalry of that. Yes, my name is Scruffy Nerf Hoarder. Some people know me as PETERBUTTER. If you're just now joining us, I'm working on my project at Hawkeye 007's workshop. And what we are working on today is a air blaster. Now this particular air blaster is basically a replica / design concept that was created by Rob of SBNC, and I enjoyed the design and the concept that I was very sad that he never made it, so I decided to make it. Yes, Neo, you are correct. That is Bob Ross. The man, the myth, the legend, the master painter of sceneries. I don't know what else he does in his free time. I feel like he would be in a band. Like a folk band, or maybe even a country band. I think Ben Hawkeye is sleeping. Hawkeye, are you alive? Well, he's not responding. Perhaps he'll respond if I throw things at him. Hey. I didn't realize you fell asleep. You okay? Yep. Okay. No, I'm just still streaming, just kind of rambling here. Alright. He's still alive. You have a cool friend. Decided to dress up as Bob Ross. Let's see. It's kind of line up there. Still got too much space. We're gonna have to keep dremeling. Not a good time. Well, it might be okay. Let's see. Actually, he might wake up from that. He might wake up if I touch Ethereal Fortress, but I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't want to test the theory. Drum warning. HPA tanks can be expensive, but you have to think about the end game of that. I mean, it's a one-time purchase that if you buy correctly, you can use for an assortment of blaster setups via air-powered. With that being said, I mean, everything's got an initial cost to it. I don't think it's going to be any more expensive than if you wanted to go somewhat great to top tier for any particular build. I think integration wise and everything like that, it's about the kind of the same ballpark. All just depends on how much you want to spend. My other thought is that I've kind of tried everything so far, and I have yet to try HPA, and I like kind of the versatility and the dependability of, or the idea of it. So this is just kind of my dabble into the field. So if you're gonna dabble, you might as well, you know, go big or go home, right? So I had to design something that I thought I would use on a pretty consistent basis, and I liked the body style of the long strike. However, I do not have the arm length to possibly put a pump kit on there and then prime it. And I don't like the idea of using a side hand to pull away and bolt prime it via the side, similar to what Koba did in his. Not saying that that's bad or anything, or that's wrong or anything. I just don't prefer it. I prefer the pump action feel. Oh, I was attempting to remove the add retaliator and broke the part with the barrel that sticks out. Are you talking about this part right here, hi? Because this is the... To remove the AR of a retaliator and broke the part of the barrel that sticks out. Ooh, yeah. Depending upon where you broke on that hi, it could be done for, so you might have to get yourself a new breech. But without seeing it, it's hard to say. But that's cool, RZ. What you painting? Full auto hoppered Chronos. Well, that sounds pretty awesome there, RZ. As far as N-War, no. Hawkeye tried to get me to go, but it's just not going to work out for me this year. I'm not particularly happy with anything I've super built just yet to run dependably at N-War, so I don't want to try to throw something together and then try to finagle some money together so I can go. That's not my style. Drum warning. Yeah, Hawkeye was trying to get me to go to N1. I just ain't in the cards this year. But hopefully next year. Hopefully next year. I'd like to go. I think it would be a good time and a good experience and good exposure to meet some of the other modders that I look up to besides Hawkeye. So, good morning. I appreciate the kind words there, Trico. I hope I pronounced your handle correctly. I'd love to meet everybody. I think it'd be great. Like I said, this year just didn't work out in the cards. I had a few other things kind of come up, and it just didn't work out the way I wanted it to. But it's okay. Still having a great year. Still a good time. Still getting to do all the hobbies I like to do. It looks, for the Dremel bit that we're using, it looks to be some sort of a sanding drum. So, let's see what we got here. Oh shit. Yeah, pretty much is a Hawkeye paid day off. Nah, he works hard. He needs a day. I can go grab him if you guys want to talk. Like I said, I doubt everybody's super interested in what's going on with this thing. So, give me 1 sec. I'll go grab the Hawk. Appreciate the kind words, Trico.
Hey guys, sorry. How's Peter doing on his blaster here? How's he doing? Keeping you guys busy? Not bad, not bad. Looking good. Making some real progress here. That looks pretty cool, don't it? Nice and big. Peter wanted to wake him up, but I'm not sure if he's dead or not. No, I'm here. I'm here. Just painted half a malice. That's good. Glad you're getting started on that. Are you planning on? Is that the one you're planning on bringing to Enwar, RZ? Working on a cardboard riot shield. Did Peter leave? No, he's on the phone right now. No, he just got off.
What are you doing? Over the device?
Yeah. Trying to get back in.
You alright? You wouldn't know.
Shut up. I still have 8 people.
8 people. Woohoo! Yeah, Trico, I'm still here, man. Had to step out for a sec. You know, when you got a girlfriend or a wife or a significant other of some sort, you have to answer the phone call whenever they call you. I just found that out, so they get very angry about it whenever you don't. So, rock and roll, yo. Well, we're all clear. We're clear to stay for a little longer and play. Yay! So, let's see. It's getting so close, but yet so far. Hey, buddy. 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 Can I get your penny? Do you think that is going to work with snapping that shell in half, or do I need to keep going down further? I don't know how straight it's got to be.
I would
go down further. I mean, it's a lot of wiggle right now, but I mean.
See that tube behind the clear one behind the bandsaw?
Yes.
That fits perfectly in there.
I am not going to. Huh?
Well, there's some debris on there, but trust me, it fits in there perfectly. If you want to use that to kind of like sit in there like that.
I mean, what do you think?
It'll add a little bit of space, but you can cut that in half, and that will like clamp it perfectly if you really wanted to do that.
Well, I don't need it to clamp it perfectly, because if you do it right, the shell will hold it in place. I just want to make sure that I'm cutting it enough in half to where the breech will be able to go to where it needs to without like being misaligned. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, honestly, I don't have enough experience in
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons, you know, why I haven't done this. I don't know how to do that. I mean, I guess if it was me, I would just do the other side equally like that.
Well, I don't think.
And then just try to see like if it's pushing together.
Sandwich. Just gonna sandwich together. Well, the problem is that it's not. It's got to go down further. I think this. I'm wondering if I just got to treat it like an XBZ, or not an XBZ. Wow, it is an XBZ. Like an expanded plunger tube, and just sink it down a little bit more.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
You can always add epoxy, right?
You can. It's not very fun.
Yeah. It's up to you. Good luck with that.
What are you gonna do?
Browse on the computer.
Same thing you were doing before? Studying the back of your eyes? Yeah. Is everybody still alive out there? Nobody's saying much, so. Did you just say things go up and down? That's normal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's called gravity, bro.
Funny.
Try again.
Hilarious.
Alright.
I'm alive. Thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Trico. Dribble warning. Don't answer for me, Hawkeye. I can answer my own questions. What?
That's the Stratobow.
Why are you showing me a Stratobow?
Remember earlier talking about Stratobow? You're like, what's a Stratobow? And I said,
Why'd you want to get one again? I didn't understand that.
for pistol rounds.
Oh, that would be fun. I'd call you Katniss, though.
It's only $25.
Or Hawkeye. Oh, you see what I did there?
Hilarious.
I'm hating Legion right now. What is Legion?
It's this project.
Aha! Which project is Legion? Which project is Legion? I think the rigidity of the inside is causing this to not work the way I want to, so I think we're going to dremel some more. Drill time! So I like what you're doing with that, with Legion there, Neo. I really like it, actually. I liked how smooth and it's coming together. I did not realize that the name of it was called Legion. I apologize for that, but I do approve of it. I'd like to see it with that Hyperfire stock that you were talking about. I'd like to see where your idea is for that. Could be on to the wave of the future. Me, on the other hand, I'm just going to sit here and probably keep dremeling. Just keep dremeling. Just keep dremeling. That's all apparently I'm good at here. Alright. Dremel time. RZ, I am part of my local Discord for our group here. And then I'm on the Fuzzy Walrus Discord. However, I do not participate in that. I just can't keep up. I've got too much going on in my life to really respond to 50 people talking about so many different things. I barely keep up in the local Discord that I'm in right now. So you can find me on I believe you can find me on Discord. You can send me a message if you want. Scruffy Nerf Hoarder. Not sure what my tag number handle thing is or whatever. I'm not up on that technology like you people are. I just got introduced to using a Dremel not too long ago. Most of the time I was doing everything sanding by hand. So, come from a somewhat automotive background, so that's where a lot of my bodywork projects come from. I think you could still send me a private message if you wanted to, RZ. Pretty friendly guy. I don't really have any issues with anybody. Love answering questions, so if you have any questions for me or anything I'm building, or if you need some help with something, feel free to ask. I'll do the best I can to answer your questions, and if I can't, I will try to point you in the direction of somebody who can. Because that right there, folks, is what makes a great leader. Dremel time. Oh. Okay, let's see. I see that. I have a question. Aha! Question. Other than Honey Badger, what other blasters have you done? So, I guess we will start at the very beginning. My first blaster that I ever did when I first got into the hobby was a combination between a Recon and a Barricade. That's right. The OG Strife. That's what I did. I don't post pictures of it, and I don't even really like to bring it up because of the fact that it's terrible. It's awful. It shouldn't exist. It really shouldn't. But it was my first project, and my wife told me that, you know, it was my first one, and I should keep it. And, you know, I should keep it as a reminder of this is where you started, and that this is where, you know, this is where it all began. And you can get better from that. Just learn from the mistakes of what you did on this one and just apply it to the next one. You know. And then it all became a happy little bush or a tree on one giant painting known as my life. My second blaster that I really went kind of hardcore on the modding, I did a blaster that was a combination between a Strife and a Crossbolt. It was known as Winter is Coming. It was in the second Merge Masters. I did not place. I thought I had a good chance, but there was a lot of stiff competition out there, and the people who won did fantastic jobs. They honestly, I thought when I entered it, it was a possibility that it might go, but seeing some of the other people that were out of there, I definitely knew I had lost, and that's okay. Again, another learning experience. So I just chalked it up to that, and I keep rolling forward. My project that I had after that, which is not gaining a whole lot of attention, which is surprising, is I made the Prophecy Type LS. And for y'all at home that don't know what that is basically where I cut down a long shot and made it about the size of a Recon or a Prophecy, basically. And it's got a brass breech. It's got a Orange Mod Works 8 kilogram spring in it, and it has a interchangeable stock. It has a stock attachment point, and if you know anything about a long shot, they normally do not draw that short. So I created a custom plunger rod for it and a few other custom pieces, and you know, Hawkeye is so graciously attached the picture, so if anybody sees it and has any questions about it, feel free to ask. But it was getting around 180, 190 FPS, and it was sending some bullets out. And that was also with worker halflings, and that was with Z-tips, surprisingly, and elites. What?
What is this?
I don't know. What is that?
Oh, it's you commented on the thread. Never mind.
But after that, my next big project between this was the Honey Badger, and I'm currently working on another project that's actually here now, and if you know we get enough hashtag scruffy nerf orders, maybe I'll show it off. But till then, this Peter butter is not showing nothing. Feel free to comment, hashtag subscribe below to the Hawkeye 007 YouTube page. That's one scruffy nerf order. How many people we got in the chat? 7? Alright. If I see... Oh, that's 5. That's maybe about 50% right there. Alright. Let's see. 6. Oh, Snakerbot joined.
Yeah.
Hello, Snakerbot.
David.
Let's see. Yes, hi. The LS grip is a little small, but I have tiny hands, so it's cool. All right, we got enough people. I'll give that. I'll give it up. That's fine. Give me 1 sec. I gotta go grab it. Alright. You gotta keep this a secret. I got this from the lab today. This is Project Riffle. So this is the one side, and that's the other side. It's going to have a attachment point up here, and it's going to have an extension as well, and standard jam door here. This, while everybody's going to hate me for it, is going to house the battery. And I'm gonna I'm kind of following a little bit of one of my great mentors, if you will, besides Hawkeye, is you know, Mr. Nathan. And I'm gonna put a voltmeter right here. Probably gonna put the button right here again to press for it. And you know, it's a pretty comfortable little rifle to shoulder. I really like it. And then I'm gonna probably put a nitron scope up here. But yeah, this is Project Rifle. It's gonna eventually get some pretty nice motors and everything like that. So, you know, tell Hawkeye what you think. Tell him if I should come back and show off my terrible builds and so forth. His are better. Subscribe to Hawkeye. Alright, now back to what I was doing before, which is terrible. Alright, so, okay, we're almost there. Gotta do some more dremeling on that side. Woo! Bring Peter more offended. Apparently he's very offended, so don't bring me. That's what I'm seeing right there. Well, I'm definitely not coming back if you, PETERBUTTER. Yeah, more Peter, less bird. Alright, Dremel time! Oh, bye, hi. I hope I, you know, didn't miss you before you left. So, I will always miss you. I see what you're doing. I don't like it. Hey, leave my dog out of this, man. More Peter, less Dremel. I appreciate the kind words. This is actually the longest I've ever gone talking to people that aren't close friends of mine. I'm not very personable. unless I know you. I'm actually quite the opposite. I stand from a distance. I judge people, not in a bad way. I just judge the situation, and then from there I proceed forward, and then I make a decision on if I want to be part of a conversation or not. But yeah, so we're gonna just try to hide this little XBZ tank right here, and that's just gonna be our little secret. That's just gonna be our little secret. So, Cali Nerfer, hi. I'm a scruffy Nerf hoarder, and I'm a friend of Hawkeye's. We're doing a great build here. This is something I put together. It's a callback to SBNC guy. Goes by Rob, and this is an HPA build, just like Hawkeye just posted for me. If you know anything about the callbacks for Rob of SBNC, this is very close to what I like to call Project Ranger. This is a concept build that he put together that I thought was super cool looking. It looked like it was a lot easier to maneuver and handle than the long strike, but it's pretty comfortable. It's pretty comfortable shoulder. So I'm working on that right now, trying to fit that all together. So, have any questions, comments, concerns? Feel free to ask. Powerwolf and Rammstein, not bad choices. It's hard to say. Rammstein, I feel, is a little overdone now. Let's see. Yeah, Jeremy, I miss Rob too. I really enjoyed his content, and I just think he was just one of those people. He gave everything to it, and unfortunately, you know, he's just not doing it anymore. And I wish him the best. I really do. But he was, to me, he was awesome, because to me he was one of the first people I ever watched when I started getting into the hobby, and it was nice to see an adult like myself doing that. And you could just tell the way whenever he was doing his videos, he just gave it his all, and I really felt moved by it a lot of times. And yeah, Hawkeye's on the computer right now, so he's responding to y'all in the chat. Well, I get to work right here in the workstation. But no, his videos, I wish I had watched all of his videos, and I probably will eventually go back and watch all of his videos, but most of everything of his content I just really enjoyed. And I honestly don't think I can say one bad thing about the guy. He gave it his all, and it was awesome. So, dribble time. getting close, y'all. We're getting real close. Woo! Exciting stuff. Real exciting stuff. Dremel time. Killing me with those. Hawkeye. Wow, that's kind of creepy. Whoa. What do you do all day, man?
We used to make a lot of memes.
I see that.
You want to see a real creepy one? If you look anywhere else, it's out of darts. If you look in his eyes, it's Ryan from Make That Battle. You ready?
Oh, God. What's this mouth made out of?
Ryan.
Whoa.
Ryan from Make That Battle.
What is Hawkeye doing? He is making memes.
No, I'm showing you memes.
No, he's making memes. He says he's showing me memes, but he's not. He's making them. I know he is, because he's not doing anything else. And he's definitely not helping me. So that's for certain. He also doesn't exactly know how he can help me, because I've worked on a little bit more springers than he has. Just kidding. He actually probably has worked on more things than I ever have. Friends are absolutely supposed to help each other. If you think otherwise, you can just get out. Just kidding. Stick around. It's going to be a hell of a good time. You know, I agree with possibly the Springer Master Race. The problem is, your arms tire out in the Springer Master Race. And there's only so many times you want to prime anything above 12K. 12 kgs. So, anyways, dribble time. Man, you a popular guy over there, man. It's like you have a YouTube channel or something. Electronic Springer Master Race. So somebody's rocking the Stampede. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe a Vulcan. I guess that wouldn't sort of work out. About the same. Tomato, potato, you know. All goes in my belly. Hawk.
Yeah.
Mare.
Making me use my leg. Freaking dare you. Ooh.
You think? I think that's aligned. I can't tell. I need a second pair of eyes.
I think it's a little too far down, but
I don't think it is actually, because like if you split that in half, that's how you gotta try to line it up.
I'm looking this way.
No. Where?
This way.
So you think it should be like right there?
Yeah, but you can add epoxy putty to the.
Well, I mean, I can bring it down. I just gotta chop that.
No. This way, I'm looking. This dimension.
Oh, you think it's too far that way?
Yeah, I think it's too far in.
I don't think so.
But it doesn't matter because you can put epoxy putty anyway.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. Dual swarm bars. I thought you were going to stay butt for a little bit. Not really into total kg to 16 kg, high FPS to 200 with worker darts kind of play with. Not really. Oh, for the semi-auto cab burn. I've missed a big part of the stream. But where did Hawkeye run off to? Hawkeye is actually in the other room. I'm Scruffy Nerf Hoarder, otherwise known as PETERBUTTER. That seems to be the running joke on this channel because Hawkeye hates me. Let's see.
You think that would have gotten old by now?
You'd think it would have gotten old, but you know, you just really continue that joke, man.
Still fresh.
Right?
Peanut butter doesn't go bad, so.
You know, hey.
Peanut butter doesn't go bad.
It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter. Where are you at? Where are you at?
I like that. Peanut butter doesn't go bad. You need to make a freaking Jif blaster.
A what? Oh, Jif blaster. I don't know how I feel about that. Why does it have to be Jif? Maybe it should be. Maybe it should be Peter Pan. Peter Pan has good peanut butter.
They can have a built-in peanut butter holder.
Actually, if you want to hear something really funny, I can't eat peanut butter.
What's that?
I can't eat it because of the fact it gives me heartburn. I don't know why. There's every type of peanut butter I've ever had. Doesn't matter if it's organic, if it's regular or whatever. I can't eat it. It always gives me heartburn.
Here.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from because when I was a kid, I ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches like they were going out of style. You know, because who cares? Hey-o. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Where's your measurement device? Aha! A ruler! It's one to rule them all. Oh, look at that. Let's see where we got this at. In between 5 and 6.
Call me Wendy again and I'll rip your head off, Neo.
Yeah, Neo, I don't think you should do that, man. I think he might come to the computer screen. Where's Hawkeye? Hawkeye's in the next room. I'm Scruffy Nerf Hoarder, and this is my channel now.
It's not.
It's not.
Subscribe.
Yeah, please stick around. Subscribe.
Just a friend over to Mod.
Just a friend over to Mod. Don't mind him. He's in the back. So, tonight, where I'm deciding to chat to devolve into memes. Chat could devolve into memes. It could also not devolve into memes. It's up to you. Really, you've got to make that decision. There's Hawkeye with his clever yet witty comments that we all love.
That means totally gonna stick.
I really hope it doesn't. I really hate that.
It flows so well.
It does not, actually. It takes a lot more effort to say it than it does than the payoff. The peanut butter jelly time. That's just too long to say.
Yeah, just cut it down to peanut butter.
But I'm gonna stick like peanut butter sticks. That's disturbing. I'm not quite sure how sticky that would be. Could actually be not sticky at all. Or you could be like sticky rice, where you stick to everything. Let's see. I got a couple of couches. Sleep on the love seat. I love how everybody jumps in and they're like, where the hell is Hawkeye? I'm just like, I don't know. I just showed up. Things you could do during a things you could do during a Hawkeye stream. Build a riot shield. You're gonna stick like DevCon after 30 minutes. What kind of DevCon? Better not be buying that off-brand or that cheap stuff, or else we ain't friends. No sir. No sir. No splinters here. Okay. So what we're working on here for everybody that has decided to join us, we are working on my build, my Scruffy Nerf Hoarder build. This is a design concept that was created by Rob of SB&C. It is known as the Nerf Ranger. I like the design so much that I decided that I wanted to go ahead and build the thing. However, I'm not going the typical route, and I am not doing a spring in here. As you can see what's in my hand right here, this is a XBZ, so we are going air-powered. This is going to be my first air-powered blaster, so I'd like to see how this thing comes out. And you know, I'm over here at the Hawk's house, and he seems to have a lot of interesting comments and suggestions, and he said we should go live stream, and I said I don't want to talk, and he said you really should talk, and here I am talking. Hawkeye is Aaron, Peter is Mike, Mike is taking over, Wendy 007 channel. Neo, I'm pretty sure Hawk's gonna come to the computer screen, man. Let's see what we're gonna do now. We have been going for 2 hours and 7 minutes. That's 2 hours and 7 minutes of my lovely voice. I think everybody is seeming to enjoy it because we are getting more people. The hour and a half we did before.
Before we started streaming.
We didn't do an hour and a half.
Yeah, it was like an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, I guess we did do an hour and a half. Yeah, we've just kind of been building along the way. Anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns? Don't talk to me.
That's Hawkeye in the background.
That is Hawkeye in the background. Wait, what is what in the background? Besides Hawkeye's lovely singing voice? Is that what I'm hearing? Ugh. Oh, I see what he did. The Katniss thing, you know, because Peter. Actually, I sound more like Peter from Family Guy than anything else whenever I want to. Everybody wanted to hear that noise. he is going to run a Stratabow for pistols round because he likes to go hard. I also think if we're going to do that, I think you need to run the rotational quiver from Avengers 1. That or we need to get one for Brian. Brian definitely needs one. That big old bow of his. Alright. Well, looks like we got a lot to do on this side, so good times. Ouch. Thanks for that, Hawkeye. You're a great friend, man. Hawkeye's insulting me on social media websites, which I'm not a fan of.
You're not a fan of social media websites?
No, because I don't like to give in to the man. Gotta fight the power. Get to the shower! No. Do it! Do it now! Huh?
This has been impressions of Peter.
Okay, it's dilemma time! Arr! It smells like burning. Whoa! Interesting question there, Trico. So, the boss, as we have established, the boss said I could stay for a little while longer, but who knows how long I'm going to stay. I have a long drive ahead of me. We are not close by. That's actually why I probably haven't appeared on the Hawkeye 007 show a lot more often. He's fun to hang out with, and he's great people to talk to. That's not sarcasm. It is not sarcasm.
I thought it was.
And he's great people to talk to, and unfortunately we do not live very close to each other, but we get to war. Whenever we do get to war, it's always a good time. So is Peter pulling a Hawkeye and not wearing eye pro? Actually, technically, if you think about it, Hawkeye wears glasses. Glasses are eye pro. It does not cover completely around his eyes, but he does wear eye pro at almost all times that I've ever seen the man. So, and I am wearing eye protection because I have gotten metal shards in my eyes at one point or another, and I'm gonna tell you this, kids, eye pro ain't no joke.
If I wasn't wearing glasses, I totally would.
Yeah, and if Hawkeye was not wearing glasses, like I said, he totally would. He he is all about safety and quality and everything like that. The man probably holds higher quality and safety standards than I have, and I have kind of hold a little bit high safety standards just because, you know, I've done things to myself because I'm an idiot. So I'm just dumb. Do dumb things. So sometimes I do them without thinking, and well, they come back and they bite me in the backside. So we're just shaving some little bits off here today, and you know, we're just gonna go in here. We're gonna work as hard as we can, and we're just gonna, you know, create some happy little trees right here and a little bush right here. That's gonna be our little secret, folks. Dribble time. Go, plastic, go. Neo, to answer your question about Legion not catching, have you upgraded the spring load? If you've upgraded the spring load, it could be resistance from that. If you've brass breached it and you've cut the breech out, it could not be getting enough length to draw back whenever you're pulling it back. What you can do is, if you can get to the front of the plunger area, you can possibly, get some hot glue in there, just a little bit, just enough to give it an extra little padding, and that might help you give you some extra length on the breech area. However, the drawback from that is that whenever you pull it back, if there's too much hot glue in there, it will not clear the backside of a full-length magazine. So I don't know what kind of magazine size you're going to be running or anything like that, but if you do it just right, it's kind of you got to keep testing it and playing with it to see if it's going to catch in the back. But that's pretty much what I had to do whenever I did my Alpha Trooper. I wonder if Hawkeye is watching the paint dry. He's not watching the paint dry. He's doing other things, which I'm not quite sure about, but it's definitely not that. Oh, that is horrible. No. Hawkeye came over here and took a photo of me, and I am not appreciative of that at all. It is not showing my good side, which is pretty much no side, so no photos. Let's see. I've upgraded the spring with the blaster parts, but even with the stock spring, it won't catch. Okay, so you're having issues, Neo, with it whenever you're drawing it back, even with the stock spring with it having issues catching. Your catch spring might actually just need to get upgraded as well. Have you upgraded your catch spring yet? If you haven't, if you want a cheap route to go to upgrade your catch spring, if you go and get a Recon barrel, the little nub spring that is in the back portion that locks the barrel in place. That will work as a nice stiff spring. I used one in my Retalicon build that I did as well. And, oh, I didn't mention that earlier. I did a Retalicon build as well. Expanded plunger tube and everything like that. I was rocking 12 kg, but didn't like it. Didn't really care for it. I liked the size of it, but I really liked, when I made the Prophecy Type LS, that pretty much took over for my Retalicon. So my Retalicon sits on the shelf. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Let's see. Show that purdy face sometimes. Stretch the spring. So stretching the spring, it works for a little bit, Trico. But the problem is with that is eventually the spring will go back to the original length, and it's not going to work anymore. If you want something that is going to have that sturdiness, like I said, if you want a cheap option, go get the little nub spring that is inside a Recon barrel. You can get one of those standard yellow Recon barrels. That thing is taunt, and it will hold. I've held, like I said, 12 kg spring on a Retalicon, expanded plunger tube and everything like that. So it will hold, promise. Now, you know, it's just more work. So then you got to go find that spring. But outside of that, not so bad. Let's see. Still got a lot more to go. Oy. Oy vey, y'all. Oy vey. Let's see. Okay. Couple of catch. I was thinking about the catch spring, but I don't have any stronger springs. I might get one or catch spring. That's another option you can do. Neos, you can always just buy a upgraded catch spring. I mean, that'll also work. I was just trying to offer a possibly cheaper solution. You know, do with it what you want. I seem to find those Recons and Recon barrels at Goodwills for next to nothing. So, and I just find them all the dang time. So I just every now and then I grab one if I need a good catch spring. So the rest of it's kind of meh. That's why it ends up turning into one of these, you know. Parts for days, yo. Parts for days. And he has not kicked me out yet. I don't know why. Pin springs. The catch itself might be slipping somehow. That is, Trico is actually right. The catch actually could be slipping too. It depends on what kind of catch you have in there. I have found that the metal catches, while they are sturdy, they tend to cut into the plunger rods, and like the catch area for the plunger rods, and eventually those wear down, and then they don't work. I have found, especially in my Retalicon build that I did, that the standard nylon white catch spring in there seems to last for forever. Wait, what's going on? This isn't Hawkeye. You're right. This isn't Hawkeye. This is Scruffy Nerf Hoarder. Hi. If you haven't noticed in the in the title of the stream, this is not a standard Hawkeye build. And this is not a standard Hawkeye channel. This is an invasion. This is a takeover. It's actually not. I'm just guest starring because I really needed to work on this. And he has all my parts that I needed for this glorious XPZ build. Well, at least I hope it's glorious. It's kind of looking really rough on the interior right here. So I got to gut it. Hello. Nice to meet you. If you're a friend of the Hawk, you're a friend of mine. So he's around. He's just he'll be typing every now and then if he's near his computer. He's doing a lot of other things too. So this is kind of good. So not sure what he's doing. He's laughing, which is scaring me because he's probably making fun of me somewhere somehow. That disturbs me. Welcome back from work. And thank you for the cheap I just don't have a recon barrel. My thrift stores are crappy for an RFL, so I'm waiting on a 3D print to catch. I found on Thingiverse. I hate you so much for that. I think it's more of a respect thing than friendship. I don't know. Alright, Dremel time, folks.
That's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It's not. What did you just do? You posted that, didn't you? Oh, we are so not friends anymore. I hate you so much. Oh no. I'm currently messing with my XPZ and I remember why I bought it. What you building on yours there, Nugget? It's a lovely photo. Don't make fun of me.
That's like the best thing I've ever made.
That is not the best thing you've ever made.
It is.
It's the worst thing you've ever made.
Peanut butter.
Oh my goodness.
Look at it. And all its glory.
Oh, that's so horrible.
So good.
So freaking horrible. That is not the best thing to ever exist.
Look at the resolution. Look how far I can
You can see into my soul is what you can see. Dremel time. I sat on my XPZ just waiting on the 3D crossbow for Dremel time. Okay.
Jeremy's going.
Oh. Where's Jeremy going? I'm off to bed. Night. Hawkeye and creepy peanut butter man. Night, Jeremy. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you had a good laugh. I know everybody else did.
Peter Butter's expensive.
Everybody seems to be laughing at me. We should have a peanut butter squad at in war. Well, if I was going to N-War RZ, then I'd probably think about it. But
Oh my
now,
God, I would totally spend $150 and get patches made. A little peanut butter patch. Oh my God, peanut butter patch.
wow.
That sounds amazing. I could start a franchise.
Peanut butter t-shirts. Oh, that disturbs me in so many different ways.
Damn, like that.
Of course he does. Ah. No patches. First off, if you're gonna make them patches, they're gonna have to be called Peter Butter Patchies.
Peter Butter Fan Club. I can see it. See the title.
Wait, there's Peter Dust now. Oh man. Dremel time. Oh my goodness. Patchy Nerf hoarder. That just sounds shifty. I'm not about that. I'm sneaky, but not shifty. You know, I mean, I guess I could be, you know, I mean, Han did shoot first, so it's hard to say. Buttered Nerf hoarder? No, I don't care for butter that super much. Unless it's on a grilled cheese, then I'd be okay with that. These don't all don't fit. Peanut Nerf hoarder. Yeah, that doesn't roll off the tongue very well. No. Peter Peanutter bar. I think you're just trying too hard now. It's not gonna work. Just give up. It's time.
Are you saying you prefer Peter Butter?
Hi, Jason. Welcome to the show. The Peter Butter Show. Yeah. There are bits of plastic all over this screen, man.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean, it's like everywhere. Ow. Remember, kids, melted plastic is sharp. Hey, yowzers. Stop that. I'm in your office. Let's see. That's right, Trico. Han did shoot first. He did. He. He gave no Fs that day. I think he was waiting for a drink, and nobody brought him a drink. That's why he was angry. I'd be angry too, honestly. Wait that long in a cantina. Nobody brings me my drink. Interrupting business transactions of the selective, possibly illegalish kind. It's hard to say. Let's see. Let's see how she fits. Ooh, still a little tight. We're just going to have to Dremel out some more. I was really hoping this was going to go a little sooner, a little faster, but, you know. Winning room, right? Winning room. Everybody's going to keep making fun of me, so I might as well just keep going at it. Fun fact, my sister got a free autograph from Greedo. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So is that how you validate the fact that Han shot first? Or is that, or would he ever say? Because I feel like that would be interesting conversation. Treble time. Yes, he did. The best part of the conversation was what Greedo did after he got shot.
See, it's hard to read after a while, isn't it?
Oh no, that's just not a easy.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, but I kind of speak in that kind of thought pattern as well. So I feel like some of the times I text you and you're like, "Huh? What are you talking about?" Stop it. He says Greedo didn't die. He just crawled on the ground for a bit, went to explore the galaxy, and had a wife and 3 kids. Huh. I never read the books, so, I mean, and it's nothing against that storyline or anything like that. I'm just not a particularly fan of reading, as you can tell from this awesome stream and me trying to read y'all's comments out loud. Because, yeah, fun times. I'm never going to have Legion complete. Well, not with that attitude, you're not, Neo. You just got to take a breather, man. You don't have to hit it every day. I mean, this project sat for probably a good 2-3 weeks. Like, I hadn't worked on it. I just sat it off to the side and I worked on something else. I mean, you don't have to have it. Oh no, the story was completely on the fly. You gotta get your get home head in the game. No, I don't want to cast it bars in the flag. No. My long shots and strikes have been sitting for months. Hey Phil, it happens, man. You know, sometimes you just gotta put that stuff on the back burner and then eventually come back to her. Or sometimes you don't. I mean, honestly, I've got another project that's sitting off to the side, and I've got an idea for it, and one person in my group keeps trying to tell me to finish it, and I haven't. So I don't want to until I finish some of these other things. Anyways, dribble time. I don't sit on projects. Unbroken XPZ that's on. Then realize there's a rapid strike and 2 strikes sitting in my shells. I bounce between projects. I get something started, and then if I get frustrated or if I come up with another idea that I think is just really awesome, then I'll start that up. But I'm not. I can't focus on one project all the way through. I tried doing that, and I just kind of get tired, and I freak out at one point, and then I just give up. Or eventually, I come to a point where I just stop caring as much, and you can tell it in the quality. You can tell that the quality just immediately changes directions. And you know, as I continue on in this hobby and try to get better at it and try to make it better for myself and others, I realized that, you know, I don't want some of those things. So I want to be better at this hobby, and I want to make it better and so forth. But anyways, enough about me's. Yeah, right. Sure, y'all are tired of hearing me about me. Let's see what we got here. We might have a wiener. Might have a winner. Let's see what we got. All right, let's close that bad boy up. Come on. Oh yeah. Almost money, baby. Almost money. I do say so myself. I am not displeased with how that all worked out. A lot of dremeling. Not super encouraged about that, but, you know, them the way the world works. Just found out my phone and do a split screen. It closed. What closed?
The blaster.
It did close. Amazingly. Question is it properly aligned? That's the hard part.
Is it?
Well, I can't tell. It's dark in here.
Well, does it rattle back and forth?
It rattles a little bit. I'm sure I can secure it some other ways. It's more just I need to align and see if the brass is going to work, which it looks like it's pretty darn close, man. Oh, it's going to be hard to say. Might have to do an odd job type tape job, or maybe bend the brass just slightly. It's hard to do, but I think it can be done. So, what time is it? Oh, it is slightly late. So wait, what exactly is this mod? This is an XBZ. This goes here. You know, reverse breech. It's gonna go pew pew. HPA build. It's the design concept was done up by Rob of SBNC. If you Google Nerf Ranger, you'll actually see the design concept. I'm basically emulating that with this build. I fell in love with the build. I thought it was super cool looking, and then yeah, I thought it was super cool looking, and once I framed all this up and got it all together, besides this XBZ portion, I held it in my hands, and with the little pump attachment front, I loved it. Really, really loved it. Ah, and there he goes. He linked it. Thank you, Hawkeye. You were the man. So, it does not make up for the Peter butter. Definitely does not. So, that picture will give you a good idea. In the picture, it is bolt driven in the rear, and I am not particularly fond of that. I feel like if you're on the battleground and you're going to be, you know, using the blaster and everything like that, having to hold the front this way, prime it in the back, send it back forward, and then attach yourself to the trigger is just taking too much time. I feel like if your front hand can just move back and forth as far as doing the pumping, it'll make things a lot smoother and a lot easier. But that's just my personal opinion. There's no right or wrong way. It's just how I prefer my blasters. So, you know, to each their own. Potato, tomato. So, but yeah, that's what we got going on. We're gonna probably start doing some other bits. I gotta line up to see where those, oh, there those bits are. Cool. So it looks like we're gonna have to go right there. Okay, thread that in. That's gonna be about right there. We're gonna have to cut a line through there. I'm gonna just go ahead and close that up for a sec. Move that off to the side. Huh. Hang on. Let's see what we got here. I don't know why I sound like a really bad southern person sometimes. Attach that there, latch that there. Huh. Yeah, it'd probably just be easier just to go ahead and just take that completely off, reseal it, reattach some putty. Alright. What are we gonna do? That many plastic bits. Oh yeah, you talking about my pile over there, Trico? I don't like working on a dirty work surface. I mean, this dust, I mean, obviously I can't get rid of just yet, but I have to work on a somewhat cleaner work surface. It'll drive me nuts if those bits were everywhere. Not really sure, Trico. Hopefully that works out for you, though. Yeah, alright. Maybe we're just going to cut this little front nub off right here, and then later on we're going to have to just redo solidifying it to the blaster up here. Otherwise, I mean, we could try to solidify it down here. So, embrace the dust. I'd rather not embrace the dust. You know, I was in a country at one point to where I was surrounded by sand, and that sand gets in everything. It's also known, aka, as moon dust, and because it just gets in everything. It doesn't matter how you filter. It doesn't matter what you do to it. It gets in everything. So I am not really friendly with the dusts, if you will. Plus, I have allergies, so I don't want to die or get sick or just sneeze up a storm. So yeah, I think we're really just gonna have to cut that, attach that point there, go there, there. Yeah, man, that is gonna look slick. Put that QEV right there. Chair. Man, this is woo, woo doggy. All right, let's solidify that up a little bit. Move that off to the side. A bunch of magnets. That is a bunch of magnets. That's really strong magnets. Hey, do you have a cutting wheel or cutting bit? I guess you just use your
Yeah.
you use your bandsaw, don't you?
It's to
No, it's all right.
the. No, it's right in front of you next to the ball.
Aha.
The wrench is on your left hand.
Yep.
On the side of the.
Yep. See it. I remember now. Do you mind?
No, yeah, go ahead.
I guess you would have said something by now if you minded in anything.
There's all the stuff. No, don't do it.
Yeah, no, don't do anything. Don't touch anything. All you can do is talk on the mic. You can barely do that, so watch yourself. All right, Dremel time. I'm almost done.
That would have been so much easier on the bandsaw.
It actually wasn't that big of a piece, so I don't really care.
Zip,
Huh?
zip right through the bandsaw.
Yeah. You know what also goes through bandsaws? Fingers. Zip right through the bandsaw. So,
Put them in the way.
yeah, well, did you not listen to my story earlier about being dumb?
I might have been asleep.
Yeah, that's a possibility. So,
See this?
this is why we need our channel.
It's a Rick Hendro knife. It's a $500 knife. I got it for $275.
Cool.
Such a good knife. I haven't told Heather about it yet.
That's not a good idea. Hey, Peter Butter channel, please.
You have to call it Peter Butter channel.
No, I can't call it the Peter Butter channel.
Peter Butter Nerfer.
No, God, this is not where I wanted that to go. I have a nickname.
It's Peter Butter.
It's Scruffy Nerf Hoarder, man.
It's not my fault your name is so catchy.
It's not catchy. You made it catchy.
It is. It's super catchy.
It is
You're
not.
starting to like it.
I'm not at all.
I can tell. There's no hiding.
There's always hiding.
Peter Butter.
No chanting. No chanting in the background. Wait, so if he makes a channel and we watch him, what does he call his fans? I would call them my fans. I feel like you're gonna go somewhere with this. I feel like there's a setup.
The Butterinis.
Ew. Sounds dirty.
The Butterinos.
No. Check it. Woo! Ew. Oh, man. That's looking solid.
Good.
Don't worry about Hawkeye. He just gets peanut butter jelly. Alright, Phil. I don't know who you are, but me and you just became best friends, man. I love puns. I love good jokes.
How do you like puns, but you don't like Peter Butter?
Because it's making fun of me.
It's not making fun of you. It's
That is totally making fun of
you
me.
could totally get famous on Peter Butter.
I could not get famous on peanut butter.
Good.
I can now that you made me a meme.
Dude, Peter Butter, you could absolutely get famous on Peter Butter. And now you have...
Did you just see what Trico put? Jellians.
Dude, Jellians, that would work. Peter Butter and Jellians.
I think y'all all are just jelly
Dude,
beans.
that's perfect. Peter Butter and Jellians.
Y'all are all just jelly beans to me. You become a meme. You will get. you will get famous. I don't want to be famous. Not for being a meme. There's you get nothing from that except being a meme, and you don't want to be known as like overly obsessive girlfriend or like what is that other one, the douchebag Dan or whatever his name is.
I know the over-attached girlfriend.
Over-attached girlfriend.
Embraced that, and she's gotten pretty famous on YouTube
Really?
now. Yeah.
I guess you have to start somewhere.
It's just
But I don't want to start as
on.
I don't want to start as a meme. I don't want to start as a meme. It's too late. It's already done. It's not too late. I could disappear in the darkness and you could never find me again. Just like Benny the Jet Rodriguez from The Sandlot. If you don't know, look that up. Wait. Go back to the chat. Scumbag Steve, you mean? Yes, thank you, Phil. I'm sorry. I do not keep up with the modern internet things very well, so. You're right, Trico. Sandlot is an amazing movie. One of the greatest baseball movies of all time. Let's see. Okay. I agree. The modern internet is scary. There's a lot of trolls out there, and I'm not very particular about that. I think that's probably what my big hate against becoming a meme. Because if it was all good, done in good fun, then I would not have an issue with it. But seeing as how people tend to try to make things out to be the worst, it just doesn't sit well with me. But, you know, I guess there's no such thing as bad publicity, so yay!
Put it in the shape of a peanut butter.
I guess it would be Peter Butter jelly time.
Peter Butter jelly time. Peter Butter jelly time.
Alright, man. I think, so there's a few things that we can do here today. Hawk, I think we can hook up the connections now.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know 100%. No, I don't think trolling is ever done in good fun. Go ahead. Just think.
Where did I put the 45?
They're all right there. I moved them off to the side.
Oh. Let's see.
Oh, do I need to dremel that down some more?
No, I'm trying to see if that's gonna fit where we want it. I mean, that's hard to ignore. That's pretty
Close?
close.
Yeah, no.
I feel like that's gonna get in the way though.
If we do that, then I can't. Well, no, because remember, okay. Remember, that's going to be sealed up further. So, I mean, we're talking if we do. Are we doing the complete thread? Probably.
Yeah.
So, we're talking. That's going to sit about right there. I think that's barely going to miss. I kind of need to keep that one too because that's what's holding
Yeah.
the bottom portion right here. See? I mean, I guess I could keep that one, but like that's not gonna. I mean, I guess I could take that one out. I don't know. Getting what? Whooshed? Unless you're getting whooshed. I don't really understand
I
that
don't
either.
understand.
Huh?
I don't understand.
Wait, do you need to thread that? Tape it?
It's just temporary.
Oh. Whooshed. Oh, are you gonna... Oh, just attach it to see what it looks like? Bruh. Bruh!
I think it's just a little bit too in the way.
Oh. It's hard to say, man. I mean, okay. I guess since it's... The only thing is I feel like it's gonna wobble too much if this isn't tight right here. Eek, 4 hands. Yeah, there's 2 of us here. Congratulations.
It might.
If we rotate that enough, it will do fine. I think it'll fit.
Okay, if you want to try.
I'd like to. I'd really rather not lose that screw port. I mean, because
like we could but it's kind of it's not
The
really
only-
a sharp angle.
so the only thing I'd be worried about is, I guess if we tighten it there and there, I mean, see, I mean, the only thing is,
I'd like to keep that one, but I don't think it would hurt to put it right up against there though, and then
what do you mean? Oh, flat,
take it
flat.
back out.
Keep it flat.
Yeah, I don't think it would hurt.
We're working on a air blaster here.
HVA.
HPA air blaster. It's
Going
all.
like that.
Oh,
It'd be
just doing a straight.
Yeah, it'd be starting kind of. I feel like this is better.
Okay, well then,
That's
if you
my-
think
that's
it's
what my
better, then we should do it.
instinct says, but
But I mean, like I said, if we seat this up enough, right, and then rotate this to a flat side, it may not be an issue.
I think we might need to Dremel, like
Cut
that
the
off.
edge, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but
I mean, and I'm gonna have to still Dremel this out a little bit. I just would like to get it on there, seated, and see where it goes. Is that okay?
yeah, that works.
Okay. Have fun. It's not an HPA retaliator. It's close to it. I mean, I guess it is with all the grand scheme of things, but it's more of a redoing a concept. What are you looking for? Oh, the top? Oh, you found it. Okay. I mean, I guess I could have done that. I'm sorry. I just handed that to you without even thinking. So if you're having questions about it, they're camo. It is a HBA build. Its base framing is a retaliator with a long strike back. It's got a rapid strike angled front piece, and it's gonna have a long strike front end. Its design concept was done by Rob of SBNC, and it never came to fruition, and I'm going to make it happen because I really like it, and I think it'd be a really cool first HPA blaster. So here we are. You can't get any further.
I'm just going slow.
It could be a sniper rifle, but we'll see. We'll see.
No such thing as a Nerf sniper.
If it gets elite status, right? It's considered a sniper, right? Right?
What if you call it Ranger?
But you can have snipers in Ranger school.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
I don't get your jokes.
I don't get you.
I don't get you either. This is why we
Why
should
we
be
love each
in
other.
between 2 darts.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
Are you out?
Yeah.
Oh no. Do you have more?
That's all we needed, actually.
Oh. Ha!
We don't have the other connector, so we can't connect anymore.
Wait, so no gloves is Hawkeye? Yes, no gloves is Hawkeye. I've been doing all of the cool work. When is the special date?
What special date?
What special date? He can hear you, remember?
Yes.
I really think we should do in between two parts now. Do you know how much banter would be? That's fine. Oh, leaving for N-War.
We're leaving. We are leaving on that Wednesday.
It's gotta go.
It's no. It's.
Dude, don't break it. Now you're determined to make it work, aren't you? Kind of. Is it gonna fit or it's gonna break? One way or the other. We're not giving up. Never gonna give you up. Never hurt you down. It's so close.
It's so ridiculously close. I feel like we could trim that.
Hang on.
Just a nugget. Just a nugget. I feel like we could trim
If
it
what if we can we rotate that up any more? Or is no, that's pretty flush, isn't it? Like in there. If it goes
I
any
feel
further.
like if we chop it.
Oh, well, we're gonna
just a
chop it.
little bit.
I thought we were gonna chop it anyways. Oh, you mean? Oh, well, we can't. Oh, and then bring
and
it
then
forward.
Then we can move it forward. Just a nugget.
Okay, so we're gonna chop the front, and we're gonna bring it forward.
Just a little bit.
Just to clear that dang
Just to
screw
clear it.
port. Oh, that's annoying. I was just trying. I mean, I was trying to give it enough dead space. I mean, is that enough? Like, I mean,
someone from Australia, I can't remember who it was, made a dead space, or made a little air
insert.
brake.
Yeah, an air brake in there.
Yeah, so it would split it into 3 vents and then go, and that prevented dart blowout.
Okay.
So if you start getting blowouts, then we can always do that.
Rip screw port. Did Peter just rickroll Hawkeye? I want to rewire a Terra Scout.
Good luck.
Yeah. Just a nugget. Hawkeye 2018. It's a good presidential quote right there. Do you want to get the brass and see? Or what are you doing? What are you doing?
We
with
need
the
to
tape?
cover the
What?
hole.
What hole? Oh, that hole?
It sounded like you said butthole.
Butthole!
If it gets inside the switch, we can take apart the switch and clean it out. If it gets inside there, we can't.
Oh, I see what you're saying. And demonetized. Okay, so do you... Okay. Before I cut it, because you know when I cut it, it's just going to make things worse.
Just enough to clear it.
I know, hang on.
I think
Hang on.
up to there,
To that...
that bottom one that you did,
May...
might be maybe a hair more, but
Maybe.
like
Yeah,
around
okay, so if I did it right there, it should just slide right over. I might have to
'cause you
just
obviously still need
barely
to do the
sand it.
ribs and stuff, but
Right, but I mean that's
Right.
so minuscule.
just don't put
Okay,
a lot of
hang on.
pressure on bending this because that's still plastic holding it in.
Yeah, hang on. Okay, if you want, can you try to mark that with a Sharpie while I'm holding it so that... Can you pressurize the tank to prevent anything from entering? I don't understand that question.
Yes, but we would need to hook things up, and that would be too complicated. You can take it off.
Okay. You sure you marked that right? That
I
doesn't
couldn't.
look
I
right.
couldn't mark this one.
Why?
I marked it up here.
Oh, I was like, what the hell? What the hell, Bobby? What the hell? What the Sam hell? What the Sam hell, Bobby? Dang kids whack. Not my dang two shed.
I'm further away, WD. I was further away from the mic.
Peter's so much louder than Hawkeye. I know. This is about as loud as I'm going to ever be. I'm never actually very loud. I actually whisper quite a bit. Clicky clicky. I know. Dremel time. Peter is not the new Hawkeye. Pewter City. Take me down to the Pewter City. The grass is pewter and the girls are pewter. I got nothing. Terrible songs. Now don't cut too deep into the plastic. Why don't I want to cut too deep into the plastic? Tell me. Tell me, WD Camo Kenobi. You're my only hope. You will leave scorching marks. Well, funny part is I don't really care about the internals too much. I do, but mostly because I need it to house that HPA or the XBZ. Outside of that, I don't care. Doesn't have to be pretty, it's just gotta work. Woo! I think we got her. Yep, we got it. Now I just gotta match it up to the other side and we'll be alright. I don't understand your Pokemon references. Actually, I do. I just don't understand any of the new stuff. However, that new one that's coming out on the old new gaming system seems pretty cool. It's not a hand cannon. It's a rifle. Yeah. Hawkeye speaks very clearly. I'm actually don't know why I'm speaking very Texan. I feel like I adopt accents with all the people I hang around sometimes.
Look, you need one of these,
I need one of those?
and you need one of these.
What's that? What's the swage for? Oh, is that in between?
Yep.
Why do we need that though?
So, this will go on one end,
Of what? Oh, that connector? Alright.
and that will go to the valve, and then this other end will be the connector for the tank.
Oh, coming out of the bottom end of the blaster.
Right.
Gotcha. Clear as mud. Computers from the original TV show. I'm going to tell you right now, I haven't watched that TV show in I can't tell you how long. But it's a long time. I'm going to tell you that now. Oh, that is not the right measurements I need.
I'll send you links on Facebook.
5. To send me what? Links on Facebook? Is that what I hear?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in the middle of cutting stuff. Well, actually, I'm not cutting. I'm marking. Are y'all going to in and the outs?
It's not bad. It's only like $16 worth of fittings.
Yeah, how much do I owe you now? That actually might work already.
This one, the $10 one, is also a make an offer one. I would make an offer for $8.
Alright. Let's see what we got here. No, we don't go to In-N-Out. We go to Whataburger, man.
And I don't know why everyone pronounces pronounces it like that. It's what a burger.
It's because you're in Texas. Dremel time. I've never been to a Smash Burger. I heard Smash Burger's okay though. Isn't the cleanest from what I hear. Oh. I have
Probably go
friends.
to a Five Guys before that.
Wow. The only thing I don't like about Five Guys is they hand you things in a greasy bag, and I just feel like that's what you're eating. I mean,
That's what you go there for.
no, you don't.
Oh, Phil mentioned Five Guys. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, he did. That's actually what he kind of said too.
Yeah.
I have friends who work at Whataburger, also pronounce it Whataburger to big him. Smash Burger's good. How do you big people? You adult, and then sometimes you get big, sometimes you don't. That's what I would say. But I got nothing. I ain't tried nothing. I'm fresh out of ideas. What is Hawkeye doing? I believe he's taking a phone call at this moment. I'm not quite sure. I don't keep up with him in his personal life. It's not my business.
On the phone.
Just gonna get a funky color scheme. So I thought about doing a different color, but I'm torn. I'm torn between doing a funky color or going back to the original colors, elite blues and everything like that, because that's the way Rob had it.
That's boring.
It's boring, but it's a good tribute piece to Rob. I'd be happy to have that like that, especially being probably one of the only people that's done this mod. So I don't know if I am, but I'm the only one posting about it right now, so that's all I'm running off of.
I was good friends with Rob. I think he would find it more funny if you were like, I was gonna paint this Ranger blue and make it a tribute to Rob, but then I was like, screw Rob.
I don't know if you're being facetious with me right now.
No, I think that would be funny.
Can't tell. Your jokes are no good here, Hawk.
The worst thing I've ever been called, mispronounced wise, on Xbox was Hawkeye.
Oh, you're building the Ranger. Sweet. Yes, yes I am. Thank you.
Oh, hey Alice, what's up? I'm in the other room.
Can they hear you from here?
A little bit.
Oh. Yeah, Hawk's in the other room. Hi, y'all. Janky hand cannon. I guess it would be kind of a janky hand cannon. I mean, it'd be reverse breach. I can barely hear you in the background. He's like way far away. And there's a fan blowing on over here.
I know, but the point is you can hear me.
Can you hear him? Can you hear him? Can anybody hear him? Littering and, littering and. Let's see what we got here. Alright. Cut her down just a little bit more. Gonna do some more dremeling. Then we're gonna cut a little path right there. That's gonna be our little secret. But then he said something interesting and I got muffled out. Yeah. It is. Dremel time. Don't get into fights on my first debut. What, Hawk? She couldn't hear you.
She can totally hear me.
I don't think she could, man. I think you need to speak up. Use your outdoor voice. Project from the diaphragm.
See? If Trico can hear me, she can hear me.
Okay.
She's being a troll.
Troll. Troll. I can't tell. We might have to sink that down just a little bit more. This is Peter. This is Peter. Wait, what is Peter actually like? Online Nerf name. Online Nerf name is Scruffy Nerf Hoarder. But so far, is his name Peter Butter? Oh man, that's funny. No, Hawk is just trying to make fun of me because my first name is Peter. But what kind of battle cry would you expect? I mean, I can make the Wookiee noise, but I only do that to my dog because Chewie's a cool dog. Eat her done. Can't tell if that's halfway or not. It looks about halfway. Yeah, we might be okay. Might be okay right there. It's hard to tell. Let's see if we can smash the other side across. Who knows what name? Who did what to the who now? Timmy fell in the well. What? Okay. What is this I'm looking at? Retta HPA with Raptor Strike? No, it's actually it's got a Raptor Strike stock, well, part, and then it's gonna fit long strike back in. Got a long strike barrel that's going to go up here. It's going to have a pump grip on the front because it's going to be reverse breech style. We tried to go the other way, but I couldn't fit the XBZ up here. So if you look up the SB&C Ranger, then that's what it's going to look like. Tributes to the OG Rob. I'd hope he'd appreciate it at least. It's a cool concept. Just kind of wanted to carry it on. Oh, thank you, Coat Duck. I really appreciate that. It's very kind words. I'm not very big in the community, but try to do what I can when I can. So, dribble time. For the pump grip for the Ranger after seeing Rob's original mock-up. Oh, do you really now? That'd be cool. Like, do you have the actual grip in the front? So if you got the grip in the front, I wouldn't mind getting a copy of that if that's possible. Never got to a printable state, but it blocked out pretty decent. So I hadn't quite figured out the grip just yet. I was thinking about using a rough cut pump area or pump grip and trying to make that somewhat usable. This is, since it is HPA, you know, there's no resistance really. It's pretty easy sailing because there's no spring or anything like that. So I was gonna probably use that, or I was gonna print off some other angled front grip. It's a combination of the, yeah, that's what I thought it was too. I just didn't want to go through all of that, but the lines don't actually make any sense. Yeah, that's what I thought. I looked at it and I thought it was the angled front portion of the rabbit strike, and then mixed in with that part of the rough cut. So Guardian crossbow grip. I like that one. Which one's the Guardian crossbow grip? Oop, just had an idea for meme. Gathering sources now. Why not a Raptor Strike buttstock for a grip? Great for a Photoshop markup, but impossible to make in a realistic. Ooh. The Guardian crossbow grip might be okay. Now that I'm seeing it in person. Hard to say. That could work. For ease of sensibility. Huh? Yeah, I mean, I keep tossing back and forth the idea. I feel like the rough cut, since it's kind of the closest thing to it, would make the most sense. But don't know. What up? That's legit. Who made that? Wow. That's a great use. Sorry, everybody. I was looking at a photo of somebody created a bullpup version of a Raptor Strike, and that looks pretty darn cool. Maybe a priming the Adventure Force battle. I don't got one going. So this is actually going to have the setup from the F10555 long shot pump grip, and I've actually got two pieces of Retaliator shell halves that I've merged together that I'm going to put over top, so it'll hide the priming bars that come in. Mostly, you'll still see them underneath the front part of the long strike barrel, but they'll be a lot better looking, and it'll be a lot hidden. Very similar to the Prophecy top shell half, if you will. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Dremel time, yeah. I can't believe you made my eyes look at this. You know, I think the Raptor Strike just needs... I think a better mod needs to come along. Yeah, I think what I would love to see, and anybody can totally take this and run with it, is being able to shove a long shot plunger system in there. I think that thing should... I think it would fit. I think it would fit, and I think it would work beautifully, and then I think it would be glorious. I really think it would. So, and if it hasn't been done, be the first. Do it. Do it. Get out there. Make things. Do it. Do it now.
Yep, that's what I thought.
What? Huh? Ah.
Santé,
Yeah. The AUG, yeah, that's what I thought it was, but you know, haven't seen one of those in a long time. That's what we all want, but it's basically involve rebuilding the entire set of internals. I've been eating grilled cheese. Picture Hawkeye's early streams or an HPA mod. HPA mod, yeah, you could do it that way, but. I mean, so I haven't seen the internals of the Raptor Strike completely, Coat Duck, but I think if you did a similar setup to what I did to my Prophecy Type LS and shortened the plunger rod and bore out the back, I think you could do it. I don't think that's impossible. I mean, because then you're cutting back on the draw area. I mean, I at least think it could take an expanded plunger tube. Definitely could take an expanded plunger tube from what I'm seeing right now. I mean, it'd probably have to be a lot of custom work on the internals, but I really think you could definitely do it. Hell, with how big the internals are, you probably could make even a longer back catch plate area and just do that. Then you just have to make some sort of connector to the trigger so that it would push the catch up. Ha! Push the catch up. Nice. Nice.
You're so stupid.
As my mama always used to say, better to be a smartass than a dumbass. So no time for fun projects. Oh, I definitely take it. It's just a damn lot of work, and my mild guide was basically just going over spring upgrades and lock moves. So lazy. You can get cross. I'm pretty lazy too, Coat Duck. I just, when I come up with an idea and I get stuck on it, then I just try to mod it out. Till then, I just kind of keep thinking about it, and then it just drives me nuts until I finish it. But I have to run like 3 or 4 projects at the same time, or else I get bored, and then I get frustrated, and then quality suffers, and I don't like that. So, dribble time. Cool on the crossbow there, Meowstick. Jake, do you have any pictures of Hawkeye's face I could use for? Oh snap! You're still here? Yeah, I'm still here, Gavin. We've gotten a lot further since you left, man. So.
3 hours, 34 minutes.
Oh, it's so close! I can taste the success. Look at that, man. It is one step off a shell closure. Shell closure. Ugh. Doesn't sound right.
As long as by the end of the night you can get some closure.
I'll have closure one way or the other, brother. The other half might not be happy with me, but I'll get it. Woo! We're here for almost 4 hours. 4 hours. That's a long time. I appreciate everybody sticking around. I hope I've been entertaining. If I haven't been, then I apologize. Apparently, Hawkeye thinks I should get a channel, but I don't have all this cool, fancy equipment. I'm not very technologically savvy. Yeah, I totally have the ass end of a wrapped strike. You did not just send that again.
Third time.
Oh, I hate you. I totally had the ass end of a rapid strike.
Just in case you forgot what it looks like.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Peter, you've been very entertaining. Well, I appreciate the kind words there, Trico. I'm sorry I couldn't stick around the whole week. I had school. Oh, no, it's all good, Gavin. School is school, man. I'm gonna give you some solid piece of advice is honestly stay in school. I did some things in my life, and
Piano on a Saturday?
it took a long time to realize that I should have just stayed in school. It doesn't matter whether it was a trade school or if it was a regular college school, but stay in school, man. All right. Triple time. You better come back though. Make a channel, Peter. Would be entertaining. Maybe. Again, I don't have all the cool technology that El Hako has here. He's got some cool stuff here, and I don't have any of that. I don't even have a good place to put this. Well, I appreciate the kind words there, Coat Duck. It's Dremel time! Kidding. Get to the Dremel! Do it now! We got to cut it! It's here! Cut it! It's here!
John Carter.
John Carter.
Peanut butter.
I need your clothes, your boots, and a motorcycle.
Little butter.
Who is your daddy, and what does he do? We have shell closure. That is what I'm talking about right there. Woo!
Only took 4 hours.
Bruh. Lay off. Alright. Peter Nader. Peterator. That sounds like a water cooling company, man. Peterator.
Sounds like a toilet.
That is the worst toilet company ever. I mean, I have a scroll saw, Dremel, etc. Most of the time, I'm just using a jeweler's handsaw and some snips. Well, still yet. We still yell. Let's see. Woo! It is gonna be real tight. real tight. Hopefully it'll fit. Looks like it's gonna fit. Then we're gonna need the connectors here. Do the back end right here. Alright, man. I think we're looking pretty good.
Nice.
Do you think I should go ahead and just Dremel this down so that we can go ahead and level that out, or what? Yeah.
I wouldn't mess with any of that right now. Get this situated, and then...
Oh, for whenever we get those parts
Yeah.
in. If you ordered the parts, I could pay you back.
You want me to order them?
If you want. You think you can get them for a good price? I wouldn't hate
Well, I
you.
sent you the links, but
I mean,
if
it
you
would.
prefer me to get 'em.
I wouldn't hate you. The Peter Does Nothing channel.
I figured
It would be
you,
it'd be the
figured
most
if-
successful
I
channel.
figured if you get them, then you would be able to work on it.
I would still feel comfortable with you, me working on it with you, if that's
That's
alright.
fine.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Or the Peterator channel. Peter, you better make a channel. I will get your address somehow and send you boxes.
Tell him that he better call it Peter Butter.
No, it can't be Peter Butter.
Peter butter channel.
It'd be Scruffy Nerf Hoarder in his cantina. In the cantina. It would just constantly play the cantina music all the time, every time. You're welcome. So, besides doing brass, man, I think we are at quitsies. I mean, what do you think? Do you want to do brass?
Nah.
No? It's pretty late.
3 hours, 40 minutes, 41 minutes now.
I can't believe we actually went this long.
Yeah. And
You-
that's just what we live streamed.
That's what we streamed. Where we are never disappointed by not a weekly post because the name is the Peter Does Nothing channel. I like the Peter Does Nothing channel. It would just be a screen with some kind of project on it, and that would be 2 hours.
Oh,
I might make comments.
You could make a channel where you just sit still as long as you can, and at the end of the video, you either move slightly or you don't. And if you don't, then it was a picture the whole time. And people can guess whether it was a picture or a video.
WD said I shall support the Peter Does Nothing channel. I appreciate the kind words, man. Or lady, I don't know. My bad. I don't like to assume one way or the other. Dog, that's the best idea I've ever heard. 1 million followers. GoFundMe. Now I wish I would have started this a while ago. I could have probably made it 10 more.
I see it's a lot more motivating when you have people to talk to.
Yeah, I do. I can see that. I can see that.
Like, that screen is the best thing I ever bought.
Okay, we can
Most
post.
productive thing I've ever bought.
Okay, can we post links here or only mods?
Not since the last time. I haven't touched it since last night.
What?
Hyperstore.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no updates on the Hyperstrife. It's around here. He hid it away from all the awesome dust that I've and part pieces that I've collected over here. But yeah, I mean, let's go get. I'm gonna go get the rest of the pieces so everybody can see. Give me 1 sec. We're getting close there, Trico. Just kind of wanted to show everybody what somewhat of the final product is. No wrap up. Bro, we've been going for 4 hours. Some of us are kind of tired, man. Alright. So roughly, I mean, so it'll sit right over. Just like that. And this will be the open breech position because this is a reverse breech. And then we'll slide it back and that'll be the closed breech position. So, open, closed. It'll look a lot better. It'll run a little bit smoother. So, yeah, let me move my arm out of the way. There you go. So, hopefully that has been informative. But it's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of work. Hashtag Peter Does Nothing. Oh, man. If that took off, I would laugh so hard. Laugh so hard.
I'd be angry that you'd be able to do nothing.
I appreciate the kind words there, Meowstick. It's rougher than what it looks like on screen. It's got a lot of things it's got to be smoothed out. That's pretty rough. Wow.
Thanks for that, Phil.
Phil, that's solid. Gotta go bye. Bye, Camo. Thanks for stopping by. It's been 4 hours. Good times. Memories were made. The silhouette looks clean. Thank you. Thank you. It's, like I said, it's a lot of work. It's been rough. So... But I'm going to go get the Hawk so he can do his closing comments. And I think we'll be okay. So, wins number 2. Not sure. Memories were made. Peter Butter was born. Gavin checks the DTS chat. Alright. So, this is Scruffy Nerf Hoarder. Peter Butter. Peter Does Nothing. Signing off. I'm going to hand it off to the Hawk here. He's going to give you his final closing statements, and that'll be the end of it. Thank you guys for sticking around. It's been a good time. Bye, Peter. Bye, Hawkeye. Thank you for an awesome stream. Had a blast. Thank you, guys. Give me 1 sec. I'll think about making a channel. Again, can't have a Go Slow Taco without Peter Butter. Thanks, Phil. That's awesome. Give me 1 sec. I'm getting the Hawk. Y'all have a great night.
All right. So that was pretty fun. he's made an absolute mess of my screen. So we're just gonna move the microphone into a decent position because he just has no idea what he's doing. Alright, let's dust this off just a hair. Don't know how he was even reading your comments. Don't know how you were reading any comments with all that dust. Okay.
Great channel. Now more sanding.
Okay, so no updates on this yet. Last time we sanded everything. I still need to wet sand, but before we do that, I need to drill and tap the plate to hold the aluminum. I need to make the aluminum plate. I need to secure the cover on there, but I need to wet sand before I secure the cover. So no updates on this yet. All of the main sanding is done, and then I will do that, then wet sand, and we will get updates later on. So there will be one more stream before the wet sanding and then the painting, which is going to take several days. It's going to be 2 days in between coats, and then we will get updates on that. You guys saw this at the beginning of the stream, but I'll pull it out again. This is the giant worker dart. So this will be probably not ready by Enwar, but hopefully it will be soon because it's a pretty simple shape. Ironically, did not plan this, but ironically held together by a worker dart. Believe it or not. Did not plan that at all. No, the stream is not continuing. We are wrapping up. If you guys have any last questions or comments, you guys want to tell me anything, you guys want to tell Peter anything, he's still here, so go ahead and start leaving those now, and we will try to get back to those, but we do want to clean up here pretty soon. It is very late. Can we fire that from a Nerf dog cannon? It is way too big for a Nerf dog cannon. 6-inch diameter. Wait. That's a worker head made of... This one is just PLA right now, but it's going to be cast in foam. I'm not sure if I can cast black foam, to be perfectly honest. But at the very least, I think I can make a skin or something in black and then cast it in gray foam. But we will see. Hopefully I can manage. We'll figure out something. Future thing after the waffle dart. Peter Butter must live on. Also, the stem is like 15 layers too short. Not really. I did a stupid amount of measuring, an embarrassing amount of measuring with tools that are way too expensive for what they are doing. You casting in black, there was a bad chemical reaction with the amount of dye. Ended up, he was using the wrong resin with the wrong type of. I actually know what you're talking about. He was using the wrong type of stuff. That's why you use polyurethane dye with polyurethane resin. Alright, so I think that's going to just about do it. Thank you guys for tuning in, especially for nearly 5 hours. We've been going for 3 hours and 50 minutes. And I appreciate you guys giving all the love to Peter that you guys show me all the time. So thank you very much for watching. Bye Peter, bye Hawkeye. Thank you for an awesome stream. Had a blast. As always, I imagine that's what you're trying to say. Hope Blast serves you well in battle. Have a swell night. Hope life continues to go great. Have a great night, everyone. You too, Trico. Always appreciate your kind words. I missed it. Poor stuff. Sorry. Matoya spent 4 hours measuring worker darts for some gag. Not even mad. Alright. Thank you guys very much for watching. And end stream.